6:30. My GoPro.
Yeah. Welcome back to the channel. We haven't made it very far today, but we got to get this tractor unhooked. We got to put this tractor to work this morning. Hopefully we got some right parts. Yeah, I'll let you know on the way what's going on, but we got somebody coming and we got to get that tractor off. Do a little picking up this morning. So originally I was thinking loader tractor, something that could also be my tillage tractor, but then I started thinking for around here and doing chores and stuff, 150, 180 horsepower tractor probably isn't the most ideal setup. So that's why I went with the 2755. So 88 horsepower. We're gonna work on a bush hog because we're gonna need that, but quick enough loader tractor. So I'm gonna move some stuff around this morning, put some things in storage, such as this winch that's been sitting out for a few days, well, a few weeks, because honestly it was sitting on the landall, and to get the plows off I had to get that off. So this tractor is going to make my life quite a bit easier, but got the planter unhooked. We're going to mess with that. I've had a ton of good comments and ideas, so we'll clean up the driveway a little bit while we wait for this delivery. And I'm not a huge fan of bucket tractors, but I think it was a necessary, I wouldn't say evil, but it was necessary, because for me to just have skid steer would be great, but I need something with a PTO, something with four-wheel drive, make my life a little easier in some of the situations. But visibility on a loader tractor, that's where. But I never had to grow up running a loader tractor. That 2950, that had a loader on it at one point, but that was long before I was really running anything. Once you go to a skid steer or a loader, a wheel loader, that's the end of that. For now, this back barn I'm going to use for some storage. I'll show you what's in it right now when we go out there, but I'll move the winch and some other things out there just so we don't look as messy in the front. It did rain pretty well all morning. Well, like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. But water is still moving the way it should, so I'm very happy with what Austin and myself have got done so far. Most of this needs to be cleaned up some. So we'll put the four-wheel drive in and see how that works. Hoping I fit underneath this roof. Yeah, we should. Ooh, get out, double check. It'd be awkward to smash the new roof off, or the new tractor roof. Oh yeah, we'll fit. Let me walk in here. So this building's in pretty good shape. Clearly somebody hit a rafter at some point. That's normal when you're in here cleaning stuff out. But they must have had heifers or dry cows or something that could live in here and be in this bottom pasture. Nice little building though. We got a lot of pallets that we'll save the best ones and burn the rest. But we gotta wait for the burn ban to come up, and then we'll burn a bunch of stuff. Granted, it has been very wet, but yeah, good little building out here. So it's designed where cows out here, that feeder that runs across from the silos, they can go into there and eat and then be out in here. So I like it. So I'm just waiting on the delivery to show up, and I'm sitting here. I got done everything. I'm probably gonna pull my pickup in. We're gonna do brakes on it this morning. I gotta get that all fixed up before we make a road trip. But I'm reading through the comments, and a lot of people said, oh, you're so close to the horse people, Saratoga. Keep in mind, it's an hour and a half. That they said, oh, get in with some of those hay people. There's a lot of hay people that move a lot of hay in this area. Honestly, with the weather that I get in this like micro area, like it's freezing cold today. Wind is blowing, freezing cold. Making dry hay really isn't what I want to do. Like making dry hay, making small square bales, the labor. Everybody said, oh, well, you got the box trailers already. Yeah, no, I don't want to load this hay mow, the barn, and then load box trailers or load multiple box trailers and then be in the business of keeping horse people happy when they buy expensive, really expensive hay from elsewhere. I have friends that move a lot of hay. It's not where I want to be. So that is why, because I see there's a ton of comments saying, why don't you make square bales? If we're going to make square bales, we're making big square bales. Gentleman down the road that I'll probably run silage truck for some. He's got a big square baler. Moving little small square bales? Nope. No thanks. I'm going to say, yep. Somebody is here. So, started my pickup. I was going to pull it into the brakes. But I figure him and I might talk for a little bit. I think I'm his last stop for the day and the last delivery he's got of this. We got Bob Pulowski here. This is a nice little short trailer. Holy smokes. Loader tractor's gonna get its first real workout. Well, corn seed. We got Bob. So how many, you got big boxes still left to deliver today, and that's it?
Curtains, and another got done. Yep. Been on the road since 6:30. My GoPro.
Yeah. Well, we got Bob dropping us corn seeds, so we got some channel going in. I'll drop the link or whatnot at Bob's place. Went in toward that. He's done a hell of an operation between corn seed. I think he grows milo, corn, soybeans. He has quite the operation. Runs snowcat in the winter for snowcross. Let's see if I can do this without making a fool of myself. There we go. That's our first corn seed of the year. Well, we got some plot bags from Master's Choice, and we got some other Master's Choice that we're gonna grow that we had from last year. I don't know if I'm gonna fit between here. We'll find out. Yeah, we will. This is a good little tractor. It's gonna be nice. Somebody said this is gonna be more handy than a pocket knife. I'd have to agree with them. Well, let's see. He might pull forward, he might back up, who knows. I'm excited. That's cool to see my name on the front of that. It was always, you know, somebody else's name. Last name maybe. I'll park this out of the way for a minute. Well, I parked this white truck pretty obnoxious, so I'm just gonna start it up and move it because it's really in the way. I could probably tuck it way over there and be out of the way more, or I can go out back. You're good. Great seeing you. Appreciate it. We'll see Bob later in the year. I'm gonna move that white truck out of the way though. It's definitely parked a little funky. But alrighty, we got some channel seed. We do have another seed company coming, dropping some more seed off. Figured spread it out. I've never grown grain corn in my life. I'm learning. I got great people around me. Bob's been awesome. So between great seed, source product, waiting on soil samples coming back, hopefully we have a good year. Hopefully we make it. Truck's moved. That's better. I am kind of thinking that at some point I'm gonna get this leveled out, maybe put some blocks around the back, and we'll have parking pad here. That way it's up front, but not our whole driveway covered in stuff, because let's see. We still got another trailer to go get. We still got rolling baskets to get. Parts chopper, 10-wheeler, regular chopper, cultivators, cab. We got quite a bit. I'm gonna close. Did you go swimming? Looks like you did. That truck's just a runner. So, I'm gonna close this door. We're gonna put some grease up top. I'll close this up, and then we're gonna do the brakes. Hopefully quickly, probably not. And then we're gonna run, and I'll explain what I'm doing for parts. But, yeah. We gotta get the right hooks again. We'll have to figure some out, order them from Morton or whatnot, find them online that latch those doors in so they don't move in and out. So this seal on the Mack, that isn't correct. I messed up on the numbers. It was supposed to be 225 and I put 224 for some reason. I don't know why. So we're gonna run and get one at some point today because they're outside actually waiting for me. I need to do brakes on this truck before I have a major issue on the front. So I'm gonna do that hopefully quickly, but we will see. So these brakes were actually new just after I put this motor back in. So we're going on 3 years now. And really not that many miles, but they're supposed to come apart like this. And, well, my one brake shoe, or brake pad, is absolutely junk. The other one is okay, but on its way out. Let me get this for you. So, I had to cut that because this piece would not, the slider bolt would not come out. So messed with this at James's. So it was only using one side of the brake and it was always grabbing. So what we got to do, I got to get my vise really bolted to a table. But what we'll do is we'll heat that up now that it's off, and we will grab onto that and take that out, and we got all new for that. Oh, that's so much easier. So it didn't want to come apart previously. I think mostly because of what was going on inside of the actual caliper. Caliper. There's a lot of people that like to correct me on my English, but. So that will get out. Now we gotta let it cool. We'll throw this back together. New pads, new slides. I grabbed Never-Seas and then I left it in the trailer when I got out, so. I can't wait to get all my stuff out of the trailer. Now that we got that tractor, we'll probably back the trailer back up and we got to get the Mack out. And then we'll go from there. We haven't got as much done today as I had expected, but had some good people stop in and see me. So that is how it goes. Some business, some helpful. So I got some cylinders and some wear parts for that planter, which is sweet. So I appreciate that. Did the brakes, did this brake. The other side, it wasn't sticking, but we really have to go get that. So what I'm gonna do is probably do the other side this week, but I'll take off the tires because we gotta rotate tires anyways. So we'll get going down the road. We got quite a bit of a trip still. Hopefully it's the right seal. Yanko is loving the Mini. He's been sitting up there because I've been working over here next to his bed. But let me get the door opened up. The wind is coming through. I don't know if we're supposed to get more rain or not, but it is ripping away. I can honestly say I've never ever been down this road in my life. So took 20 down and jumped up. We're going to Utica Mac because this morning when I called on a different part number that I realized I messed up the other part number, the gentleman was like, I have 3, do you want 2? So I'm really hoping they're the right ones. And if it is, well, I got one of the right ones supposedly coming as well. I want spares. We're getting to the point where we got enough stuff and we got a home base now that I can stock items for the future. So we're gaining, definitely gaining. A lot of brown feeds. Truck's here getting serviced. But he left me some parts outside, the good service guy. So I'm gonna see if I can find them. You guys are great at Utica Mac. Hold it out, Stemco. Even the right part number. 2039. I'm gonna go with those are the same. That's 2039, that's 2039. Appreciate you guys leaving it out for me. We got 2, they're the right part number. What'd they cost me? That's annoying. I called the guy the other day about them and he didn't hook me up. $51 a piece. It is what it is. Not bad though. Cost of having trucks on the road. I appreciate them leaving that out for me. Yeah. 2 of the same seals. I do have another one supposedly ordered, so I'll have 3. I might tell them that I want the 3rd one that they got in stock and start hoarding these things because, yeah, 10, 15 years when that truck needs seals again, I'll have them. But we'll go put that back together and see how far we make it. It's 5:30. It was an hour run up and back. Really ain't too bad. If I had known they had it, because the previous call I called and I did give them the right part number. I gave them the first number and they said, oh, we don't have those. So I don't know where the disconnect was there, but we got it now, which is good. We got 2 of them, which is really good. Well, not bad on a cloudy day. Run up here and grab that. So stopped across the street at AutoZone and I was like, alrighty. Went in there, got gear oil for the Mac. And I was like, Harbor Freight's over here, so we're not gonna have snap-on tools. I love snap-on wrenches or ratchets and whatnot. So now Yanko has a back seat of all sorts of tools that happen to have their legs and wander away when you know, the whole previous thing went on. But I didn't realize there was one here, so I figured I'd stop and I would get some of the stuff that I'm missing. Like Austin was like, hey, do you have a breaker bar? 1/2-inch breaker bar? I was like, nope, I don't. So stuff like that is pretty adequate, or you need it to go farming. It's a necessity. But Yanko's mad now that I took 1/3 of his seat away. You okay? We're gonna make it through today? So, alrighty, let's go throw this back together. Looking good. Water's running. Really didn't rain today as much as they said it was gonna. But we're gaining. Property maintenance. It's all part of it. We got Larry with us today. It's a rainy Sunday. Working inside. Don't have to work in God's shop any longer. As we know from previously, there's number 2039. We got 2 of them, Utica Mac. I forget the account's name, but you were top notch, guy. So we got the seal out that wasn't the right one. We'll slide this one in, get this back together, and get this truck buttoned back up. I got some oil for it. We do have to do some work on the injection pump side of it, but I think this is gonna run middle of this week, so we will get it good. Oh, that is much better. Good? Yeah. Got it on, got the new cap on, which I wasn't expecting to come. There is a ratchet on top there. Seals on, everything's tight. Put some gear oil in. Truck will be movable again. Got some of the cardboard burnt, which is good. Got to put some oil in that wheel seal, in the hub still. But I figured I'd pull my pickup over, get all the tools unloaded, because I did get tools for that, and that will make our life easier. What are you doing on this Sunday? But I figured I'll pull my pickup in, close the door, let it dry off. Got to do brakes on the other side. Got rotors actually to put on the front. And in the meantime, we'll run up and see exactly what I got to do for some manure hauling this week. Well, me and Larry stopped at Stewart's, went over to a dairy, some potential local manure hauling. So we'll see if that works out or what our plan is there. Gotta talk to the gentleman again, but we are gonna finish up the brakes on this bad boy. And then I'd like to get further along with organizing this area, because currently it's a mess and 90% of my stuff is in the trailer still. But yeah, semi's at least back together. I'm just gonna put the oil still in it, and then at some point I'll mess with the other side. I can run it. I don't think I'm gonna run this truck, because this truck is nowhere near as good in the mud. Sorry, I'm putting my shoe on. Nowhere near as good in the mud as the white truck. So sticky situations. It's been raining nonstop, so less than ideal. I figured I'd go ahead and unload the truck. That way I could use some of the tools, because yeah, I wasn't using impact sockets on some things yesterday. And I also needed the large Allen wrench, deep Allen wrench setup. So I got metric standard. I got a bunch of wrenches, puller set. Yeah, keep in mind, yeah, Harbor Freight for what I'm doing. If I wrenched every day and that was my livelihood, but even then, a lot of these tools, and as they're like, oh, lifetime warranty. So like breaker bars, stuff like that, impact sockets. Honestly, I lose tools before we break tools usually. That's where we're at. Ratchets, stuff like that. I did get a ratchet, but T-handle sets, screwdrivers, nut drivers, screwdrivers. We got it all. Well, we got stuff that we're missing. So I'm in a much better place. But unloaded that, and as I was unloading it, if you all remember, my rain gauge doesn't work. I forgot when we picked up the sprayer, they gave us a ton of rain gauges. So the one that is out there is marginal. So we'll put this one out, and there's no numbers on it. Put this one out. So that was Clara, Minnesota. That was a good trip. Picked up the sprayer for, well, my old family there. At no cost, remember that. But yeah, I got out of it some hats, some pens, and rain gauges. So I don't know if I got another rain gauge in there or not, but oh, hot damn, this one's got numbers. Look at that. We'll go put it outside. Yanko's been living the dream here. Tell everybody how you've had a good week. Yeah, you went to Maryland and back, and then it's been raining, you've been playing. There we go. Out with the old one, I don't even know what that one was, and with the new one we got numbers, and we should be good to go. Well, we haven't organized anything, but the truck is outside. All we got to do left on that, hopefully, is get the front tires, the new tires put on and mounted and balanced. So that is on the list for this week. Got to figure out somebody local for some tire shop that can help me out. took my spare tire out. This thing's gonna get tires all the way around. It's been a good running truck. But yeah, it's time for tires. So I might take the 2 that I got, and that's the trailer tire, pull those off, and we'll get matching all the way around, just to be in a good place, because this truck, it's been working. So we got that, and we got some injection pump stuff still to do. So I got to see what I get into. I'm gonna go, I actually got to go bring rent check. So I'm gonna go do that. I'm a little late on it, if you guys don't know. But go drop that off, test drive that truck, make sure the brakes are all good. And then maybe, just maybe, what I want to do is really get this junk in the back that I don't, like this, like these pants, like all, these were my tires that blew out, but, oh, chicken knitting. Yeah. Wesley asked me about some yesterday or 2 days ago, and then I saw him out on the town last night. Here's some chicken netting, bud. I don't think I'm gonna use it. No, that's too thin stuff. So he's trying to do stuff for his apple trees, I guess, but we'll get another delivery of seed this week. Minnie's been parked up. Gotta go through service it, well, grease it and just check everything. Yanko's actually been sitting in it most of the time, and we got some plow parts that came in. We're gonna have a busy week. So today's Sunday, if you guys, to give you guys a generalization, and I'm kind of taking it a little easier, but at the same point, that was a battle we won. Pickup battle we won. So we are gaining on our list, but we got to organize this place. So update, as far as the plow day that McFadden's is putting on, it will be at 77 Chestnut, I believe it's Street, Sharon Springs, which is, I believe, this field right here on the right. So we will be getting right after it. Bunch of people have already asked. Very excited. Sunday the 7th from 11 to 5. If you're in the area, if you're not in the area, wherever you're at, we'll have the 7520 there. They're gonna have their 8850. They're gonna have a big bud. Colburn's coming out with his tractor. Colburn might be sticking around for a little bit. We might do some hillside plowing together side by side and get some action on the drone or whatnot. So that is an update on that. Very excited. It will be this Sunday, the 7th, from 11 to 5. Between rainy days and running around for parts, yeah, it eats into the efficiency of the days, but we're gaining on projects. Glad the Mack's back together. We're getting our corn seed in, which if it ever stops raining, then we're actually going to be able to plant some. But currently, I know there's people that like, you got to be ready, you got to be ready. And the ground is cold and it is wet. So the Northeast is not ideal for putting any corn in right now. Yeah, and we got some plans ahead of us. So appreciate you guys watching along, liking, subscribing. Yeah, we're going to keep rolling along and be ready when the weather does turn around and we can run. So see you guys on the next one. Have a good one.